All right, welcome back. We finally week one here. Finally got some football on today. How's everyone doing, boys?
Good, good, real good.
Doing good.
So excited.
How
The
was
day
week?
is here.
Today is here. Today's here. Big day today.
Big day.
How's everyone feeling about their teams? Little post draft, post keg, post big day. How's everyone feeling?
What should be number one?
I love my team. I'm very happy with how that draft went.
Yeah, I like my team too. Honestly, like again, you kind of leave the draft and like I don't feel like there's a worse team. Like I could see everyone kind of making a little progress, and I mean that's why you love this league, right?
Hmm.
Everyone kind of knows their stuff, so
Yeah, I
uh
would.
for sure. For sure. Just kind of updating things a little bit here. We are up to 10 trades now. So before week one even started, we got 10 trades in the books. Kind of crazy, right? Couple on draft day, but no like post draft trades like we thought we were going to. I was a little surprised. How about you guys?
Yeah, I thought there was definitely gonna be some. So definitely a little surprise, but I
The
don't know.
booze
Yeah,
was flowing. I'm surprised.
yeah, me too. Me too.
The keg didn't stand a chance.
No, no, it did not. What we did get updated was our punishment. And let me try to kind of recap things because I'm still a little hesitant, just to kind of be honest, right? Just kind of throw that out there. Punishment switched to whoever's the loser, right? And that's the loser of the loser bracket, right? Loser bracket goes 2 weeks at the end. Loser of the loser bracket flips a coin, right? 50-50 it is, hey, you're down to one keeper going into next year, or you pay $100. Um, how we feeling about that? I got a twist to it that I want to kind of propose, but how's everyone feeling?
Interesting. I makes you not want to lose, that's for sure. I'm I'm all for it. I don't know. I hope I'm not the one that loses, obviously. It's because they
Yeah,
would suck. I mean,
yep.
that's pretty brutal.
It would suck.
But
I think I like the one keeper thing. So I think you can kind of parlay it into, most of us are going to try to get two keepers on our roster towards the end of the year. So you're going to have one person that's probably valuable that you might be able to improve your draft stock because you have a good keeper. So you might only get one to keep, which would suck, but I bet you can turn it into a decent draft day, turnaround where you're not totally screwed.
Sure,
true. Yeah, if you're smart about it, yeah.
sure. The twist I wanted to maybe add was to not make it like 50-50. Maybe add like something else in there to where it's like a 33% chance, or we had two other things and it's a 25% chance. You still have that freak out, right? Like you can still kind of get that you can still get one keeper, right? But God, that would fucking suck if you got one keeper, like let's throw
Roll
back
a
the
dice. Roll a dice for six opportunities or two, 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 or however you want.
yeah, I think we should maybe add one more thing, add two more things just to kind of get it down to like less than 50-50. But we can kind of talk about it in the group chat here and maybe let's keep moving along. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yep.
To be fair, that would be a very fun coin flip to watch.
Oh, it'd be wild. Like I'd be sweating bullets, man, for sure.
I'd
I'd
love
be
it.
sweating.
What's the
Uh,
worst one? Is it the one keeper or the $100?
oh, I'd so much rather pay the $100.
Okay.
Just me though, just me. Well, going down projections, right? What does ESPN kind of think of our teams here? I'll kind of list it off. They have Eric as number one, kind of followed by Marcus, Tyler, Rody, Tanner, Christian, Dev, Derek, Craig, and I am 10 of 10 again. ESPN hating my team 2 years in a row. Yeah, should changes, right?
Dude's got a shit team.
Your tight ends. Your tight ends are boo boo.
It was my tight end. Yeah, they did not like Sam Laporta in the old tight end spot, but we'll see
Le
what he
Parti.
we'll see what he's got tonight. Um, yeah, tonight's kind of our draft recap show, right? So we're gonna kind of talk through picks 1 through 5 that we either like or dislike, right? Kind of one or the other. 6 through 10, same thing. 11 through 15, same thing here. I kind of start us off here. So I went my pick round 1 through 5. I went kind of soft. I picked a fifth rounder. I just thought there was better wide receivers on the board, and I'm just not a fan of the player. I picked George Pickens in the fifth. That was a pick that I didn't like. Yeah, Hopkins was still on the board. A few other wide receivers I still liked a little bit more were still on the board. And I'm just kind of a wet blanket on George Pickens. I mean, I think this podcast with normally Christian and normally Dev, like those are George Pickens stands, right? Like I'm just kind of I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I just thought there was kind of better players on the board here. Who else wants to go here? Pick 1 through 5, whether they liked it or disliked it.
I can go.
Yeah, go for it.
I thought I had my dislike in rounds 1 through 5 or like or dislike. I chose to dislike Tyler Lockett. I thought it was maybe a smidge too early, and I think Mike Evans and one more I thought maybe more solid receiver could have went before him. Just with Jackson Smith and Jigba there. I know Lockett's been consistent the last few years and stuff like that, but that's got to be something has to happen with him. Somebody's going to lose volume, whether it's both of them or one of them or whatever. So I thought there were some other receivers he could have taken instead of him.
Yeah, lock in the third, right? A tad early. I'm with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Debbie, who do you got?
And I did JT in the fourth, and I felt like I had to do this one because in all my other leagues, redraft leagues or whatever, I was the one to also gamble on him. And the fourth round, you're really hoping for a lot. It is kind of a gamble. We don't really know what it's going to be like, when he comes back, hopefully in week 4 or whatever. But I think it's worth it, especially in a keeper league. I love the pick. I wish, maybe I could have gotten him to kind of get him in all my leagues, redraft leagues, but I'll let you have him for now, Kyle. Get him later. But
Hefty price.
I like it. I love that pick, and people might think differently about it, but
nope. Swing big.
I'm all in on the risk. Yep.
Swing big, man. I'm with it. I got another Kyle pick, round 6 through 10. I like Terry McLaurin going into 7th. Honestly, I feel like the keg must have got to me or something. I don't know why I didn't pick him earlier. I was big on Terry kind of coming in. I missed a couple of rounds there, having some keepers and not having some picks and stuff. But McLaurin in the 7th, I love it. I think like maybe the injury pushed him down a little bit, but great pick, I thought, Kyle.
Thank you. Yeah, I was shocked. It had to have been the toe. Turf toe, something that lingers all year. Everybody was saying it. So to pick him, kind of high was there. But yeah, in the 7th, it was no brainer.
For sure, man.
We said it on an earlier pod too. Dude always gets overlooked. And it seems like every year. But so sure. Good pick.
Yeah. Who do you got, Kyle?
So around 6 through 10, I liked Cortland Sutton in the 10th, I believe it was what it was.
I got him in the 9th.
Was it 9th? Okay. I know it was towards
9th or 10th. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Dude's gonna play with Russell Wilson. I know it puts a lot of onus on Wilson to get him the ball, but starting receiver, he's proven he can do it in the league before. He's got to stay healthy, but I thought that was a really good pick for Craig right there.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you. I was high on him as well. Debbie?
I did Eric's 8th round pick, Michael Pittman. Think what you will, if you like him or not, rookie quarterback or whatever, but he's the number 1 guy on that team. No JT, and you're getting him in the 8th round. I don't see anything wrong with that whatsoever. So I like the pick.
You don't got to start him. Great bench guy. Yeah, yep. I love it, man. I love it. My round 11 through 15, I think it was Tanner who picked Kenneth Gainwell in the 12th. Just, by taking your shot at the Eagle running back, there's reports that he's the man. He certainly could be, and if that's a 12th round pick, let's take that gamble, right? Let's roll the dice. Let's go for it. I thought it was a great pick. Pick.
None of the Eagles running backs when they're all healthy, but as soon as 1 or 2 get hurt, I want that one.
Yeah.
That's left. Sure. So yeah, great dart throw.
For sure. What do you got, buddy?
I actually chose another Tanner pick. It was actually with the trade that I had with Marcus on draft day that kind of not necessarily got me, but Treylon Burks in the 13th. Hopkins is there on a 1-year contract. The dude is still really skilled. And he gets a new quarterback in there. If Will Levis can get him the ball, I think the 13th for 2 years, that could be a steal. That could be a top 20 receiver getting taken real late.
Yeah. Yep. I like it.
Stud.
Yep.
Dude's good at football.
Mm-hmm.
I did a dislike on this one for Christian's 12th round pick, OBJ. I think if he pans out, I think I will be nothing but happy for him, but I don't think there's any chance that that's going to happen whatsoever. I like Flowers better. I like Bateman better, obviously. But a few guys that went after OBJ that Christian could have taken instead, that I would have taken instead, that any sane person would have taken instead. I wish Christian was here for this. Jamison Williams.
Okay.
Rashad Bateman, Treylon Burks, Tyjae Spears. I would have taken all of those guys in a heartbeat over OBJ.
It's out on them. Yeah.
I'm just out.
Just out on them. I get it, buddy.
Yeah.
I do. I get it. I like the exercise. It was fun to kind of look back at that board and kind of see what we came up with and how the board works out. And
yeah.
If you did the draft all over again, it'd be like completely different. It's wild,
sure.
man. It's wild.
It was nice to look at the board and not try to figure out who was on whose team and just look at it from the standpoint of where they were picked.
For sure.
That was the most confusing thing about that board.
It was. Next, we're kind of looking at teams here, right? We're kind of looking at skill groups, mostly wide receiver groups, running back groups, like groups that we like and groups that we dislike. And let's just say our likes and our dislikes all at once here. I really like Dev's wide receiver group. I mean, he started off with Amon-Ra St. Brown, added Adams, added AJ Brown to it, Jackson Smith-Njigba. Elijah Moore sucks dick, but everyone else was all right.
We need to Elijah Moore pizza bet or what?
Elijah Moore sucks, man.
I'll think of something.
But I mean, the four are great, right? It's four. I mean, three studs, and then Jackson Smith-Njigba. I think we all are solid with. And then the group I didn't like as much was Tyler's. He starts off with Barkley, who I love. I think everyone loves. I'm just not a Rashad White guy. Delvin Cook, I think, will have his weeks, right, but kind of spotty. And honestly, I can't even remember who the fourth running back is, or if there is a fourth running back. So just kind of weak. I like Tyler's team, right? I do. I think it's strong in other areas. I just think running back's a little weak here. So, Debbie, who you got for skill groups?
Yeah, so I picked Marcus's running backs for ones that I disliked. I mean, obviously, my guy Javante, I love that guy. Thought he got him at a good price too.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, after that, it's you got B-Rob, kind of sharing with Gibson. Who knows how they're going to use them both there. AJ Dillon, you still got Aaron Jones there, just kind of wishy-washy, terrible offense.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Bigsby, who I actually do like, but I mean, again, ETN, it's kind of Tyler Algier, like he's kind of just waiting for one of the main guys to get hurt or something like that, and having the plug in two of those guys every week is just not a big fan. If you had one more big name, I don't think I'd be complaining as much. But
sure. What's the group you like?
The group I like is Eric's wide receiver. Good job, buddy. Obviously, one of the best keepers, the best keeper, Jamar Chase. And then another keeper with Dotson. I was a big fan of getting him so late.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Moore, big fan. Hopkins, I like him. And then, like I mentioned earlier, Michael Pittman, getting him in the 8th round. I think those are all solid guys that I wouldn't have any problem playing each week. So it's a good group he's got there.
For sure, man. For sure. How about you, Kyle? Skill groups you like or dislike?
All right, I'll start with dislike, and rather taking the easy way out of saying your tight end and Tyler's tight end, I figured I'd get a little more in depth.
I like it.
The group I dislike most, I thought, was Craig's wide receivers: Lockett, Deontay Johnson, Sutton, Addison, Gabe Davis. Just the not sexy group. Just they might get them 10 points a week, sure, but there's just no I'm scared of that person on that team. So I was like, they're not bad picks, but they're just as a group not very sexy.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
And then the group that I thought that I liked a little bit, I thought Tanner had decent running backs. Jacobs being the keeper in the fourth. I think Gibbs is good.
Yeah.
Monty paired with Gibbs, I think that's kind of like an upgrade a little bit, especially the way they want to run the ball. You can maybe be able to play both of those guys some weeks.
Mhm.
Yeah, Cam Akers and Kenneth Gainwell, and like you said, Gainwell, I think that's a great throw on the dartboard. And Cam Akers, he played well last year, so there's no reason he can't keep it up and
No,
continue to do it. So he's got some solid running backs there.
I
I
like that he
agree.
got both Gibbs and Monty. I mean, I'm sad I didn't get Monty, but
Mhm.
I'm glad that he got both. That was a good move.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
and
I
I,
agree.
I I'm so excited to watch Gibbs tonight. Like I'm just unleash the man. I'm ready to watch him. So
I got him in the old captain's chair on DK. So I'm hoping for a
oh,
big game.
Liz. I love it.
Feels like it could be like a Kareem Hunt coming out party. Remember when Kareem Hunt was for the Chiefs against the Patriots that opening night?
Mhm.
Ooh, buddy.
I'm excited to watch him, man, for sure. Getting into season 2, we had to keep this segment. We're keeping our waiver fart segment. Dev's kind of the main man, right? He kind of labels whether it's a fart rating from 0 to 10, right? 10 being like the worst waiver pickup you've ever seen. 0 being like, hey, I'm spending money on this guy all day long here. So we had a bunch of $1 ads, if I think, right?
I think there's 4 of them total.
4 of them. Yep. Debbie, what do you think of Evan Hall being picked up for for $1? This is the barometer, man. This is how we judge the entire year here. So
I was doing it earlier this morning, and like I had to like check myself because I couldn't remember if more farts was worse or better, but it makes sense that more farts are worse. So easy math. Hall, I gave 7 intriguing farts.
Okay.
Not a fan of that backfield, and I think it's just going to be a mess. But he's kind of an intriguing young guy, so I couldn't quite go higher than 7 farts.
7 farts, Evan Hall. That's the barometer going forward. I like it. How about Rico Dowdle? That's a roadie pickup here for $1.
Easy 10 farts. I don't even know who that is.
It's the Zeke roll, baby. That's my backup to Pollard.
10 farts, huh? Not even worth picking up, he says. All right.
Not even throw them back.
Tyler Higbee for $1.
Okay, I don't think I've ever gone 0 farts. So I do like the Higbee pickup. I'm a big fan of his. I think he does well this year. So I went 2 farts.
Nice.
I couldn't go 0, but I had to throw something in there.
I get it. Yeah, I needed that pickup. Waking up and looking at my tight end group, I was like, not good. Juwan Johnson for $1 to Christian.
Yeah, kind of like Higbee. Tight ends are all farts unless you have like the top 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But I've kind of like Juwan Johnson too this year. So 4 farts.
4 farts. I like it, man.
Could maybe
like
go
it.
5, but
I like it. We'll keep that segment going here. Yeah, each and every week here. Here's another segment we're gonna keep going. Bench players that'll outscore their starters here. So trying to fit in a lot this week. I picked Eric's team. Right now he's got Miles Sanders going. I think Jamal Williams outscores Miles Sanders this week. If you pick Jamal Williams, like you might as well play him, right? No Kendre Miller, no Alvin Kamara, like let the big dog eat. I think he's fine in the end zone, right? Sanders healthy supposedly, but like was kind of nicked up. I just think I'm starting Jamal Williams if I got it, right? Kind of week 1. So yeah, I picked on Eric's team a little bit here. Debbie?
I picked on your team, thought maybe I could get in your head a little bit. I don't think you did this. Obviously, the game's about to start. But I picked Kadarius Toney over Herbert. And thought, maybe the no Kelsey news. And just wanted to get in your head a little bit.
I mean, I would love Kadarius to do something, but yeah, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell I'm starting him week 1.
Just trade him to Krog next week for a 2nd-round pick. You'll be just fine.
For sure. Brody, who you got, buddy?
I went and I picked on Marcus because Kelsey going down was not more enough to just let him be. So I had to tell him that I think Brandon Ayuk is going to outscore AJ Dillon. I think Ayuk's just a stud. I know there's mouths to feed out there, but that dude, when he plays ball, he's pretty good at football. And AJ Dillon, like we said, share a backfield. You know, I'll believe it when I see it kind of thing. So give me Ayuk over Dillon.
I'm with you, man. I rode that AJ Dillon train a little bit last year. I'm off that train. That's for sure.
I also did, yes.
Off that train. Awesome. No trash talk this week. People hit us up. Hit me, hit Christian, hit Rody up. Like, we gotta get back on the old trash talk of the week. Hopefully that picks back up week 2. We got a couple head-to-head bets though. I don't think the Bijan bet has been finalized, right, Debbie?
I
So we
just
gotta
can't
figure that
remember.
out.
I need to talk to Christian. I can't remember
All
what
good.
I think it's decided, but I just can't remember the specifics of it.
Shocking, you can't remember the draft.
All good, all good. We can
I behaved very well at the draft, I thought.
we'll hit Christian back up here when we're at him next week. But then we got a little head-to-head Kyle versus Tyler bet, a little crumble bet.
Yes, sir. 4-pack of cookies for the winner of the week. I felt
So
confident after the draft. I'm here
it.
for it.
I actually brought my kid to Crumble today, so I dig Crumble, love Crumble. If they want to sponsor the pod, that'd be awesome.
I was just gonna say we could get a spot.
Not quite there though. So that's awesome, boys. Football is on. Good luck to everyone week 1. Yeah, we'll get back after it here next week. So all right, have a good one, boys.
Adios, guys.
Good luck.